Hey everybody, this is Nicole with Nicole Conway Speaks, and I was thinking about something earlier and I said I need to make a video. I didn't want to wait until I set up anything with the glamorous lights and all that. I just wanted to come on and talk to you, and it's about suppressing tears. Why is it that when something is happening, instead of just letting our tears out, feeling the emotions and going through it, instead we suppress our tears and we hold them down and we hold them back? And then, as much as you keep suppressing those tears, finally it all bubbles up and you explode, which could look like depression, anxiety, being bipolar, whatever. It just, you just completely explode because you have constantly pushed down your anger, your sadness, and everything. So I started thinking about, as we were growing up and we would get in trouble, we would get a spanking. And after we got spanked, we were told to stop crying, be quiet, and we so I think subconsciously as adults, we still hold back how we're feeling. We don't let our tears completely out. We don't allow our bodies to cleanse from crying or feeling a certain way. Instead, we suppress that and we don't share how we feel. We don't get with ourselves and truly just let all of that out. So I just thought about it. When you see little kids crying, and even us as adults, we may not even realize that we are suppressing our anger or how we're feeling, if we're feeling sad or whatever behind something. And they tell you, you shouldn't feel like that. You shouldn't have those emotions. But yes, you should. I'm not saying stay there and end up being grabbed out and brought into darkness and going into a depressive state. I'm saying, like, if you need a day to just cry or be by yourself and feel whatever it is you're feeling, from loss or what's going on with this pandemic, it doesn't matter. You need to feel whatever it is that you need to feel. Don't let people tell you don't feel that. You're not supposed to cry. You're not. Yes, you are. I was diagnosed with depression about 10 years ago. I can't remember how long it is. I've lost count. Um, do I deal with it every day? No. Lately, I have been, because of what's going on. But if I need a day that I just want to be by myself and be quiet, and or maybe read or soak in the tub, and I want to cry, I do it. I don't let people tell me not to do it. And I was thinking also, so let me give you an example. So I was asked to speak to an eighth grade graduating class in Manor, Texas, because I'm from Texas. And I just was ready. I was pumped and ready to motivate these kids going to the ninth grade. And I was excited about it. So I got up there. I was pumped. I had some music cued. So when I got ready to get to a certain point, I was going to make a point because I wanted to interact with the kids and the audience. Well, it didn't go as well as I thought. I have spoken to groups of children or teenagers in a small contained group, and during that time, I'm able to work with them hands on. But I was thinking I was able to do that the same way with these kids in this audience, and it did not work. I felt like a failure. I felt like I was not good enough. I felt like, why did they ask me to do this and these kids are not being receptive? Like, I just felt like it was going on dead ears. And then I said, my lesson from this, my nugget and lesson from this is that next time I need to have something written and stick to it and go on, whatever that may look like. When I'm in a smaller group with that age group, it works. Was I crying on the inside? The little girl in me was screaming, and tears were rolling down. Now, I couldn't show those outwardly, although I wanted to just fade into the paint and cry my tears out. But at that time, I couldn't. I had to put on a happy face, like everything is fine. And don't we put on good happy faces, like everything is fine? I had to put on a good face and pretend like everything went okay. So as I was finishing my speech and asking them questions, they just kind of looked at me like. So at that point, I ended it. I had nothing more to say. It was very short. I got off the stage. And then I noticed the principal was calling me back because they wanted to give me a thank you for speaking. But at that moment, I just wanted to just disappear, like my name was never called, that I was never even there, that it never occurred. But I brought that up to say, if I wanted to go to my car and cry, I was going to cry. Did I feel it later? Yes. But the good thing in all of that, and what I had to learn from that, was, of course, preparing my speech ahead for that age group. They're not as receptive to things like that as if I were doing it with an adult group. But what happened after that is what blew my mind. I went home. A week later, I got a message in my inbox from a lady that was on the podium with me. And she said, I heard what you said after school. She said, at the graduation, she said, you were great. She said, I'm sorry that those kids weren't as receptive as they are. She said, we have been working with them all year to be receptive and engage, but they never did. And she said, it starts at home. Now, that's not to say, and that's not putting anything bad on any parent that may be listening to this that had a child that was at that graduation. I'm giving you the input that was given to me. And then this is what blew my mind at the end. She said, and I would like for you to come speak to my sorority. I think you would be amazing and they need to hear you. Now, could I have gone in a corner and balled up and said, I give up, I'm not doing this anymore? Absolutely. But she gave me just enough to realize that it was impactful, but it just wasn't for that group. I learned something from it, but then I also realized that I suppressed my feelings and I was holding on to that, and I could have easily kept that and just gave up. Well, I haven't given up. I do cry. I don't allow people to tell me not to cry and not to feel a certain way, because I am. And because I have depression, I am not going to suppress that, because I could easily go into another nervous breakdown. And I cannot afford to do that. So I just wanted to stop by for a second and encourage you that whatever it is you're going through, whatever things look like, you can make it through it. If you need to cry, cry. Nobody has to know that you're crying. Just go get it out. Just let those feelings out. It's like a cleanse in our body that needs to happen. And if it doesn't, it's like that knot that's in your stomach and it's sitting there and you don't know how to get rid of it. But once you cry it out and you let everything out, you feel so much better. You may be tired and worn out and you may have bags under your eyes after you cry, but guess what? You'll feel so much better. So keep going. Do not stop, no matter what people say, no matter who may be judgmental of you because you're crying or you're feeling like that. Feel like that, and don't you apologize to anybody about it. Be kind to yourself. Take your time and be patient and forgive yourself. The next thing I'm going to say is thank you so much for listening, because you don't have to listen to me. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will be doing more videos. But this one just really hit me hard. I have another one I was going to post, but this one is going first before that one, because I know a lot of people suffer in this same area. Do not be afraid to cry. And until next time, this is Nicole Conway with Nicole Conway Speaks. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you.